Can you talk a little bit about Sebo and what made him the guy you wanted to target here down the stretch at running back?
When you look at our guys, we always talk about holistically, who are they? So from a faith standpoint, very strong young man, him and his family. From an academic standpoint, I mean, right on par with what we believe in. And then from an athletic standpoint, I mean, you've seen the film. I mean, he can run. He is, I call him my throwback player, man. He's a down, dirty, just old school, get it done type of player, man. And it was refreshing to watch his film. So I think when you put all three of those together, he checks every box for us.
When did he kind of cross your radar? Were you surprised to be able to find a guy of his caliber this late because of their early signing period, maybe tying a lot of those guys already up?
You know what? Those guys, Dave Paloquin, Bill Reese, Aaron Carton, those guys do a great job of constantly making sure that we know who's out and who's available and doing the research. So we knew about them. We were blessed to be able to get him and have him come up and pull the trigger and like us the way we liked him. But we knew about him for a while.
And then Jahmir Smith, what have you seen from him in his early time here, being on campus already, and what made him the guy that you targeted so early in the recruiting process?
The same reasons. I mean, you're talking about a great student, great home life, great faith life, and also just, someone who can also play a significant role on the football field. Excited to have him on campus. Anytime you can get a young man here, early, that obviously adds to his maturity and his process in regards to developing. So excited to have him on campus, man. And he's walking around with a big smile on his face, so that's really good to see.
Now, obviously, with some holes in the depth chart at running back, there seems to be an opportunity for playing time early for either of those guys. What's the biggest part of preparing them for a chance to play as freshmen?
You know what, man? One thing that I have tried to do over the years is you train guys, but it's more you develop a culture within the room, and then you find guys to fit that culture. So nothing will change in regards to how I teach them, trying to develop them holistically. What is, exciting is that you truly do have every guy in that room have an opportunity to compete and contribute at some point. So that's not only exciting for me, because I love the challenge in developing young guys, but it's exciting for them. I mean, guys come and they want an opportunity to contribute. They truly have an opportunity to do that from the day when they walk in the door.
Thanks, Autry.
No problem.
Coach, obviously the offense was run heavy this year with good reason. Will it be sort of like that again next year, but maybe with multiple hats instead of one big load carrier the whole way?
Yeah,
from a total number of carries and yardage, and do you anticipate the same type of offense?
I like to think. I thought I did a pretty good job of distributing it last year. Got some guys from playing time. But that's the goal is always, man, to do whatever it takes. I'm going to put a plug in for our OC. I hope we stay run heavy, right? You're talking to the running back coach, so I like running the ball. But looking at those guys that I have in the room, man, you definitely you give them as much as they can handle, and you allow them to do what they do well. So it's interesting because every year is different. We'll see how it shakes out. It'll be one thing that we'll come out of spring with, really trying to get an assessment, and then you'll come out of the camp the same way, and then it's week to week to see how guys take on the responsibilities of those roles, and how some guys just take off with it, and how some guys, maybe need a little bit more time. But the goal is always to distribute the work when you can.